For anglers that are serious about hardcore offshore fishing, we'll be looking at the Dusky 252 XF, a center console with an overall length of 25 feet 2 inches, a beam of 8 feet 5 inches, and max horsepower rating of 350. Standout features on the Dusky 252 XF. A rugged hull design that incorporates features such as a large bow flare and 3-piece construction will keep anglers comfortable and dry when venturing offshore. A Helm leaner seat provides a comfortable place to sit, keep rods at the ready, and store tackle. An engine bracket places the engines further aft, off the transom, providing more flotation at rest, additional cockpit space, and an optimal swim platform.
It can. Then we go to the 25 Dusky. That 25 Dusky is a nuts and bolts, hardcore driving, get it offshore fishing machine.
Well, it's a tried and true design. They've been building that same boat for a long time, or at least the hull. They made some refinements over the years, but they haven't gone so over the top to give you anything you don't need. It's all about ease of maintenance, get you out there, get the job done, and get home without busting the bank or without you having to spend a lot of time cleaning up at the end of the day.
Representing the 24 to 25 foot class in the center console category, the Dusky 252 XF has an overall length of 25 feet 2 inches, a beam of 8 feet 5 inches, and a max horsepower rating of 350. Designed to fish on days when others stay inshore, she has a draft of 13 inches, a dead rise of 20 degrees, a dry weight of 3,700 pounds, and a fuel capacity of 100 gallons. Now, let's hear more from our hosts, Dave East and Rick Riles.
If you're in the market for a no-nonsense fishing boat that's easy to maintain, this Dusky 252 might be just the boat you're looking for. Dusky's been in business for over 50 years. All their boats are factory direct. That means you can order it just the way you want it.
I can see this boat fishing 200 days a year, which means it's a great boat for a guide or a great boat for a tournament team that's going to be on the water a lot. This boat's not dressed up for the wife and kids. It's a serious fishing machine.
I will start with the hull design. It's commonly known as a Step V. It's a design that Ralph Brown came up with years ago. A lot of flare in the bow, and what that means is you can drive this boat into a head sea or into a following sea, and it pushes the water out to the side rather than let it come up and over the bow. Another thing it does, it gives you so much more room up in the bow. If you compare this 25-foot boat to a lot of the other ones that are on the market, you've got a lot more usable room up in the front of the boat because of that great big flare. Let's start at the bow of this boat and take a look on the interior, because I want to talk about the way they've built it. It's a 3-piece construction, and I'm going to get a little bit further into that once we look inside the boat. We talked earlier about the flare adding a lot more room up here in the bow, and now you can see what I'm talking about. Yes, you've got bow seating up here. We see this on a lot of boats, but just the sheer room that's up here because of the flare and the gunnels being wider, for a 25-foot boat, there's a lot of space. Also, too, if you look at their construction method, it's a 3-piece construction, and what I mean by that is you have a hull, you've got a liner, and you've got a ring deck. The fact that this inner liner and the hull meet each other under the gunnel, they can glass that area before the ring deck goes on.
I see.
And now you've got a stronger boat.
Okay.
Plus, you've picked up a lot more room.
She fishes bigger than she is.
Oh, absolutely.
This is bigger than your normal 25-foot boat.
Well, what it does too is, if we look at this console, this is a large console for a 25-foot boat, but it fits the boat. Let's walk back here and show what I'm talking about. Nice big wide console, but look at the height.
This one is shorter and wider, still plenty of room for a head, still very, very nice inside, but you can see over your bow all the time. That's critically important when you're coming to a dock or when you're throttling up with a lot of other boats around.
Well, what they've done with the inside of the console, they've taken the floor as far down into the bottom of the V of the hull that they could, and it gives you a lot of room. Even though the console's short, you've got plenty of room to get down there and actually use the head. With centering the steering wheel like this, now each passenger can come around and all three can stand behind and get some protection from that windshield. To match the width of the console, Dusky went with a nice big wide Helm seat. What I like about it too is the fact that we've seen these for a long time in a lot of other boats. Most of the cushions tilt forward. On this one, they very simply made the cushion tilt backwards. And it's a little thing like that, but it shows that they saw there was an issue with the design that you see in so many other boats, and they addressed it. Also incorporated into the seat is the live well that you like so much. It's round, it's in the center of the boat, it's where the weight of all this seawater belongs. Get it up off the transom, get the boat to float a little bit shallower. But if two people want to get bait out of that same live well at the same time, you can do that instead of one put in the corner or one against the transom.
You know what I'm happy about with this boat? It is bow to stern, 100% designed to go fishing.
As you move aft, you've got plenty of room in the back of this boat, and the reason is you've got a Dusky drive. It's an exclusive thing that Dusky does. The stern seat, the room you have back here, all of this room is made possible because they've taken the engines off of the transom. They're on the drive, which pushes them further away. Helps with noise. The bracket itself adds some flotation, so the boat will float a little bit shallower. Makes an awesome swim platform. Like if you use this boat for swimming or diving or anything like that, that is the best place to come in and out of the water.
You've also taught me that she handles better with the motors that much further back
Absolutely
too, that she
does,
gets
yeah.
up easier and such. The fact that I like is you can drop this seat and you're clear all the way to your transom. I can't stand it when manufacturers junk up this whole area and have all this stuff back here. I like my transoms clean all the way across. Well, I can tell you that if I was going to design my own 25-foot Dusky, it would look a whole lot like this one right here.